Hi, it's
Give Timmy the comfy chair. I'm
No, I'm sitting behind Sallie.
where everybody wants to be.
I'm not allowed because of the restraining order.
Oh, is that? Oh, their heads cut off? All right, hang on.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's my best side. The head cut off.
Yeah, just like.
Oh, hey!
That's good.
Yay.
Look at us.
Hope it stays. All right.
Wow.
All right. Hey, it's Thursday. It's August.
September.
September 3rd.
September 3rd.
I don't know. It doesn't. We're out there in the heat, so my brain is. I'm having a heat stroke because Sally's touching my ass.
What's up with that?
That was me.
No, that I recognize.
Yeah.
I recognize that. Hey, we're live. We're outside of Governor's Comedy Club. Rich Rader's here. Tim Saliani's here. Sally, me. In that chair is going to be Anthony Rodia. He's on his way.
He looks good today.
That'll be fun.
Anthony, what are you feeling?
He's lost weight.
And what are we doing here?
We're protesting the comedy stores being closed.
I'll ask you guys. What are we doing here?
It's a rally to open the clubs.
That's right.
It's a rally to open the clubs.
A peaceful protest.
Rally to open the clubs.
To talk about the useless ban on entertainment in New York.
Yeah.
That's right. You cannot advertise a ticketed event. You can't have a ticketed event. That goes for music and comedy. What's the matter?
I could perform. I don't sell any tickets.
Yeah, tell us if you hear us, how low we are.
Yeah, you don't want to
bring a rally.
Yeah. I got Bozy headlining. We'll be golden.
Well, you can always buy your tickets and then sell them to the public.
Is
Say it's
tumbleweed
sold out.
prohibited?
I can hear Rodia giving up comedy right now. He's not showing.
He's going to tell people forget it. So we're here. We're hanging out. There's going to be a rally starting around 12:30, between 12:30 and 1 o'clock.
Burning out.
It is burning out here. We're going to die.
My Irish skin's sizzling. Tony's Irish skin is sizzling.
My Italian skin. Our
What
Italian
percent
skin.
were you Irish?
It was mostly Irish. I grew up.
It was mostly Irish.
Wow.
Tony did the ancestry kit,
Yeah.
and he's mostly Irish.
I grew up. My mother's maiden name is Celentano. I grew up in a big Italian household, only to find out I'm like 1% Italian.
It's funny because the top of your head is sweating like an Italian ice cup.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I bet the guy who does your hernia check every year could have told you you're Irish.
See, and this is why these guys are here. This is going to be a fun rally.
It's only going to be 5 more minutes. I feel like I'm giving a hostage video right now. It's 128 degrees.
I miss you guys so much.
It's hot.
See, this is why we have a show, because we can just sit back and let the funny guys make us laugh.
Yeah. I'm sharing here, sorry.
A couple of layers on.
A couple of layers.
They have a fan in there somewhere?
I'm fat. I have no circulation. Beautiful. Wonderful.
Really, he's wearing a sweatshirt. And
Yeah.
what the hell? That's why I'm sweating. I'm just looking at you. Well, and not because you're hot. I mean, literally hot, physically.
Wow, what can I tell you?
Well, but he has a hole in his pants, so that's his ventilation.
Yeah,
I hope it's only
even
for
pay for that.
ventilation.
So not only is it brutally hot here, but we have like 5 bees that have been swarming our heads for the past half
Yeah,
hour.
like yellow jackets, I think they are. But
Yellow
do you hear us? Tell us if you hear us.
Let us know if you hear us.
But you know what, Tony?
No, Rich.
We're optimistic about this. I believe that that
Yeah,
these little public forums are going to help get things rolling again. I mean, schools are partially opening, bowling alleys, indoor dining at reduced capacity. There's no reason they can't open comedy and music venues with tickets, even if it's reduced capacity.
Exactly.
So I think these are going to help.
Which is what they were doing here. They opened up the beautiful patio stage. They were doing reduced capacity inside the clubs. And it was just so weird how it rolled out too. About 2 weeks ago, it just came out of nowhere. The state liquor authority just came out and said, there's this law. You can't have ticketed events, and everybody was scrambling. Wait, we had no idea. Nobody told us. And I personally, I don't know about you guys. I personally feel the governor, for the most part here in New York, the governor did a good job handling the quarantine. For the most part.
Other than nursing homes, I concur.
Right. Yes. And so, but he hasn't, in this case, I think he's totally off base, and he hasn't even given a reason.
I think it's personal.
That's
I think it's a little bit of a vendetta against, against people who are in the hospitality industry who went a little bit prematurely and packed places and violated, occupancy limits and restrictions when he said, "Hey, keep it closed." I think this was the blowback, and they went, okay, you want
Across
to
the
violate
board.
it? We're gonna go hardcore. And unfortunately, comedy clubs got screwed in the,
Right, a
in
place like this that did everything right, taking temperatures, installing HEPA filters, and putting up, plexiglass. They did it all right, and even opening again the outdoors, and they still have to suffer. But you had a prediction.
I do have a prediction. I think that you're going to see a lot of movement. I'll give you my prediction if I don't get mauled by these yellow jackets.
You're keeping them away from me, so thanks.
This is like a low-budget
Like
Alfred
Macaulay
Hitchcock
Culkin.
movie over
Like
here.
Macaulay Culkin at the end of My Girl. Nice job.
Yeah. So forget my allergies.
I can't even picture Tim Saliani watching that movie.
I cry. I cry like a baby. His glasses. He's gonna put his glasses back on.
It's bad.
And there's me in a corner just bawling. My father never had a catch with me.
He didn't see it live though. He was watching Hello Kitty and he had the TV on.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, Jeff Bosey called us fat.
I feel that middle of September will be they'll start loosening things up. I think that this is one of those hey, we're gonna make you guys suffer until Labor Day, which is the peak bar season and everything.
Right.
And I think then you're gonna see a little bit of stuff opening, reduced capacity, but that's okay. This place is built perfect for it right now. I mean that patio, the show on the patio, every measure you could possibly take for caution is there. And I think that if somebody from the state actually came down and the SLA and actually looked, objectively, they would sign off on it in 10 seconds.
And I think even if let's assume you're right with that, which by the way I love the Eric Estrada chip sunglasses.
That's right.
Yeah. I do think if you're correct with that, I still think that's a good. There's still time for places to open up and. Like out east of Long Island, where like in the Hamptons, where they rely on summer crowds, the city is, everybody's leaving the city, so those people out east, they might not leave come Labor Day weekend. They're going to stay there. So if things open up,
people are leaving the city, no doubt. But I think it's also a lot of hyperbole that look. I love the way that everyone says the media is full of it, but then when the media says people are leaving the city in droves, that's gospel. I know a lot of people who live in the city. They haven't all called U-Haul and ran.
True, not
people
all,
are
but
still there. If you have a job, which a lot of people who live in the city work in the city. The jobs aren't necessarily all gone. There's a lot of people working remotely and stuff like that.
All right, but this may sound silly, but I'm going to bring this up anyway. You punch in your Waze or your GPS or something, and you got to go somewhere that normally would take you around the city and to avoid it. They're now taking you through the city. That's the fastest route now is through the city. That I know that sounds silly, but that really says a lot in my opinion.
Well, they took 32,000 Uber drivers off the road, so I think that's probably part of the reason you get through the city now. I mean, come on, how many Toyota Camrys do I have to get stuck behind on the way through the city?
The only one left is Will Smith at this point.
And the guy who does, what's that other one? The guy who does the money, the cash cab? That's the only
Ben
guy.
Bailey.
It's
Ben
him.
Bailey.
Yeah, it's
He
him.
was on our show.
Did they take the taxis off the street too?
No, the regular medallion taxis?
Yeah.
No, because those guys own, they already own it. I think Uber and Lyft and all them are having the big problems.
All right. Carmela wants to know, does Tim technically think it's still summer? And then
It
Bosey
is.
called us fat. He said, wow, camera really does add 10 pounds.
Who said that?
Bosey? Dude, I can lose.
Well,
I can lose 15, 20 pounds. You'll never gain more.
Tell Bosey on Tuesdays the camera
I'm
actually
gonna be
takes
mean.
off 20 IQ points.
You're not down here. Come down here, stupid.
He's essential, damn it. He's
time
essential.
Every time I want to be mean to Bosey, I have to stop myself and remind myself
He controls everything.
he's Bosey.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta feel bad enough for the guy.
By the way, Jeff Bosey will be here. He told me that he is essential.
Andy
And,
Pujanos is on his way too.
And he's filling the windshield wiper fluid up on the truck, so we'll see you around 2
Oh,
o'clock.
so that makes him essential.
Yeah.
Clean the car, clean the trucks, and fill up the tires and gas them up.
Oh, can you get Andy Plajanos, Will Sharon, and Tim and have them sit next to me so I feel stupider than I usually do?
Yeah.
Which
I hear
doesn't
you.
belong in why? Mensa, Mensa, Mensa.
You said hyperbole.
It's really
Hyperbole,
not.
Clark,
We
so.
just all were raised on TV and movies. That was it. Like we just were.
Yeah, but I
well,
guess I didn't get the same channels as you
Yeah, I
guys.
didn't watch the same TV and movies you guys.
You guys watch
watched.
PBS, I guess. I watch Static.
And it was all night. It was all night. You'd stay up until maybe 5:45 because that was when Playboy Channel unscrambled itself. So you can catch the last 10 minutes of Electric Blue, and that was that. Then you would go to bed.
You know what's that? I remember Electric Blue.
You know, Tony's 98% Irish. He was passed out drunk by then.
And then all the spaghetti thinking I was Italian.
That's right.
He really did. He looked like a garden gnome.
I'm dying here. I'm dying.
It's so hot. If I'm hot, you guys must be.
I got a discount
little
one.
warm.
Yeah, I got a discount on the garden gnome prosthetic leg.
That's when you stake it into the ground right there.
So you can see this peaceful protest is going to get things done.
Let's look at the freak with one leg.
Yeah. People are like, wait, if you open back comedy, is it going to be this shit?
Hey,
Come on down. It's
just
an
keep
hour
it
and a half
down,
of
yeah.
crowd work, folks.
Let me remind you, I was the one who shut down the brokerage, and then I
No,
was,
New York State, not the brokerage.
I performed at I was the last one to perform at the brokerage, and then that was it. Boom! But then I was supposed to perform 2 weeks ago here at the patio, and it was about 3 or 4 days before that when
they
this
shut it
mandate came down.
I'm sensing
There's a pattern.
something in common. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
it's you.
And then, to make this even worse, they moved the patio gate to September 30th. That's already been moved.
Yeah. Now it's moved to October.
Well, isn't that the day the meteor is going to hit the Earth?
Yeah, I'm right here at the patio.
Right in the middle of
Fingers
your
crossed.
set. Hey, that's good. You'll only be the second worst set ever. Bosie's probably on that show.
Welcome to the stage, Tony Walker. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. Coming in hot.
Hey, the Cubs Radio brought to you by Roslyn Social. I'm trying to get all the ads out of the way. I'm dying. Roslyn Social, located in the heart of Roslyn Village, 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. Head on over there to Roslyn Village. Their rooftop lounge is open. They're doing curbside delivery, all that good stuff, and they're on your favorite food service app. So contact Roslyn Social. Contact Bella Vista Pizza, 154 Minetto Hill Road. They got the best pizza. That's Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I think a squeegee would work better.
Honestly, it's sweating like a broken freezer. Never seen anything like it.
He looks like Patrick Ewing taking free throws.
Oh, shit. Two Eagles Auto Body in New Hyde Park. Go check them out. They handle everything. Tow trucks, insurance needs. They got it all. Go over there if you have any issues with your automobile. Two Eagles Auto Body in New Hyde Park. And of course, teespring.com. Don't forget to head on over to teespring.com where you can get your Govs
Look,
radio swag. That's right. Yep. He's got the I got the Govs
Oh, I
radio
got
phone
one of
case. Govs radio. Yeah, t-shirts, hats, all
beach
sorts
towels.
of beach towels, underwear. Oh, yeah, okay.
Whoa.
Same thing.
Are there any Jeff
Tony
Posey
lied.
garters?
There's a Jeff Bosey inflatable.
He'll pay you to buy it.
I would wear Jeff Posey garters on stage if there was a Jeff Posey. Absolutely do that.
You can wear the man himself. Teespring.com, teespring.com.
Isn't it amazing we spelled T out but not spring?
Yeah.
There's our audience.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they could just put the letter T, spring, you know. Yeah,
Or
I don't know.
TEA.
For our Asian following, it's TEA, spring.
For all your chamomile needs.
Yeah.
So here we are
Hold
outside.
on, Tony, this is appropriate. We have a garbage
we have
truck coming by.
A dump truck going by right
Bring in some fresh material to knock them dead comedy.
Shut down by the goddamn unions.
now. So there you go. We're here at We're here at Governor's Comedy Club. We're having the big rally, I guess that's what it's called.
Yeah,
There's
it's gonna
James.
start
Hi,
at
James.
12:30.
Come on.
Hey, James.
Come on.
Oh, sir.
She's like,
He's like, fuck you.
He's like, I'll wait for the talent to get here.
it's like I hate
He's
every
going
one
right
of
now
you.
making a phone call. Who will let these guys in
Yeah.
over
Where
here?
is she going?
I don't know. Is that her camper?
That's an Okerson. I mean, she's not quite camper ready yet, but
That must be where all the good drugs are.
oh, it definitely is.
Wow. Yeah, is that from Breaking Bad?
That's right. There's a big RV in the parking lot here.
Yeah, what is that? Is that like,
He's cooking up meth.
It's a crystal meth lab.
Crystal meth
is that
lab.
Governors?
Yeah, they're somebody there working, because see that girl there?
Yeah.
She's been walking in and out.
Her name's Julie.
Her name is Julie. And they have tables, they're setting up a tent, they have governor's banners.
They have shade.
They have shade. They probably have drinks, cold drink. They have ice cubes. And Carla just kissed the girl. Did you see that?
Wow.
All right, give me a minute. I need a
Wouldn't be
minute.
the first time. And the last.
What time is it?
I should turn the camera around.
I had Okerson before noon.
Yeah, you did.
On in the pool. Hey, is our buddy Ken Purcell watching?
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah, he is. He's the one who told us that the sound was fun.
Hey,
Oh,
Ken.
good.
Is
Are you-
Ken Purcell an actual person or
He
just
is.
a Russian
Yeah.
bot?
No, he's well.
Like I know he pops up on Pasusu.
Why can't
and
they
I
be
say-
both?
I mean, that's fair.
I think the Janos, Bosi, and Purcell, I think they're on Gov's radio more than anybody.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. The only time I never see Ken Purcell is on our show.
Well, he does have
And I
taste.
blame Okerson.
Yeah.
She's a terrible person. I don't blame you, Dr. Ken.
We got Ken hasn't been on our show yet, but he has commented a lot, and so he won't be on our show because he's mean. He's very mean.
Is that right?
It's funny. He pops in and he's like, "Hey, everybody," and then he goes, "Oh shit, it's this show. Dinner time."
Well, he doesn't say shit because he's a Christian.
says, "Oh, poo."
He's a man of faith. He
I'm
says,
paraphrasing,
"Oh, poo-poo."
Dr. Ken. My apologies.
He says, "Oh, darn it."
Fudge.
Bosie was going to pass by with the truck, but he said he wanted to keep it classy.
What is he? Oh, he's driving the hot dog truck today.
I hope that truck gets lodged into an abutment.
You know, speaking of faithful viewers and extended family, as I call them, September 17th is Taz, the resident artist's birthday.
Whoa.
Hey.
Look,
So
like
I think
11 years old.
We should
How old?
all,
Something like
we should
that.
all draw her a picture.
We
She'd
should
be
draw
like,
a picture.
You know
At
what?
least make a
Why don't
video
we
or
just
something.
take some markers and throw them against the wall? That's how good my picture would come out.
We'll make
I could
her
draw a
feel good about
SpongeBob
what
and a
she
stick
can do.
figure guy. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Oh, did she just leave?
Yes.
Oh, she's parking on the side.
Was she
I
told to
heard-
park on the
She
side?
just want the common folk to find out where
I
Carla
read
is.
lips. As she was going by, I saw her go.
Well, she was parked in a handicapped spot, so
Yeah.
you know, that's the type of classy person she is.
Is she really?
She had to get out.
No,
and
she's
get her dress.
behind that
Carla
truck.
does what the fuck she wants, and if people show up to argue with her, like, "No, ma'am, you should move the." No, let me tell you something, because there's a law in the books, subset 47. Just fucking move the car.
Little did you know, at the Continental Congress, they parked the car.
That's the thing about
between
Carla.
both lines.
She's right, maybe 50% of the time. 50's even pushing
No,
it.
she's got to be
No,
more right
no.
than that.
She's a lawyer.
No,
She's
she
always
argued.
right.
I
She
just totally
just-
fool, because I just want to do whatever she tells me to do.
Yeah, you
Like,
do.
She could. She's got to be more than 50%.
No.
It's a coin flip.
I'd go with 80.
No.
Wow.
It's
I'd
always,
I
you
mean,
know.
I'd
That's
put
a-
a quarter on 80% right.
That's-
That means what you're
what I
saying is Keegan's wrong 80% of the time because they
Yeah.
typically don't agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I could go with that, but you know what? They're both wrong all the time. That's
Wait,
the
they
bottom
have kids in that meth lab. Look at that.
Hey, listen.
line. Oh, it's Meet the Bellers.
If Nike can do it,
It's Kathy Lee's RV. That's an old joke going back 20 years. That's how current I am.
Lou Pratz is watching.
Lou Pratz is
Said,
watching.
Hey guys.
We can
Right.
do
Lou's,
Frankie
Lou's not
get it.
coming? Lou, are you coming down, Lou? The big rally
He might be
starts at
working.
12:30. I'm hearing rumors of violence and looting. That's going to happen here, but that's
Yeah.
led by Rich.
can someone please steal these yellow jackets and these bees?
Are they still bugging you back?
No, they kind of.
Yeah, they kind of.
They went to Okerson.
It's a-
Dana Cal protest lasted. We don't know. We have no idea. We just know it's going to start around 12:30.
It's going to probably end in a few minutes when
It's going
they
to hit a
kick us out of here.
crescendo around 12:40 and then taper off to 12:50.
it's over.
Well,
Like
already.
that 20 minutes is going to be big.
I believe the speeches are starting at 1. The rally starts at 12:30. The gathering at 12:30, and I believe the speeches. That politician that rambled last
Senator
time.
Boyle.
Yes, he'll be back. He's coming. Anthony Rodia was the spotlight. He made the Like that's where the comedy's at now. Like you just have to say, you know, he's going to speak at a rally. You can't even say, you know, come buy tickets to see him perform.
Right.
He's just going to do his set, probably.
Right. Right. I know. It's like real estate agents. Like people put their house in the market, just have family over.
Anthony Rodin's
Having
gig.
an open house.
Have an open house. They're all
Senator
my
Boyle
relatives.
is his opener,
Hi,
and
Mom.
Anthony's the headliner. So come see Anthony. He told me he'll sign autographs and take pictures all day long. It doesn't matter how long it takes. That's
Yeah,
what
the
he-
same
that's what
thing
he
for
said.
me and Tim. So hurry up and line up because you know, it takes us a while to write our name.
That's true. Shoulder problems.
Is this Carla just parking in
That is
another
not
spot?
Carla.
Yeah.
It's about to be a drive-by.
Can this be another Knockem Dead drive-by attempt?
Although there is some sort of religious symbol hanging on the dashboard, so it could be.
Yeah.
You know how those people are. By those people, I mean lawyers.
So what would
Now
you
we're about
guys
to
be
get run
doing?
over.
What was your topic for today if there wasn't a rally?
Actually, we were considering, because Plageno's challenged us to sit here on the show today in complete silence for the whole show.
And just use my eye rolls.
Really?
And we
What kind of challenge is
look at
that?
this. You better be. Dude, are you kidding? You run the place. You can
Yeah.
park wherever you want.
Andrea, who runs
are.
Governors, is parking
She's
in
got,
front.
if she enforces the 2-drink minimum right now,
Yeah.
Andrea, I will literally give you $100 to back the car up and then just run right into us. End this nightmare.
I'll give you $150 if you miss me.
I'll pay for the damages.
Notice how she closed the window while you were mid-sentence?
She's like, I don't
She's
know.
got the other side open. She just doesn't want
I'd
to
be
hear us.
famous for
Hey!
what?
Come on,
Crashing?
come sit.
No.
You'd be a hero.
I can't. I gotta.
I got a thing inside
Got a
that
thing.
people
I
like
got
to
that
play.
thing. I got to rearrange my sock
Good
drawer.
thing I gotta do.
Well, you know you've hit the big time when you're on Knockem Dead Radio and somebody parks a Grand Cherokee 11 feet from you.
No, we'll help you.
Actually, I got to take this in for a second. We're getting a breeze.
Oh.
Oh. Thank you, God.
Nice.
It's just blowing the yellow jackets the most of the while.
Nice.
I think Saliani farted. I think that's what this breeze
That is true, but it smells lovely.
It does.
Say
Hey, can
it
you,
It
uh,
smells like
lilac.
Keegan
Like-
a little bit.
yeah.
Can you hand out our foil hats? I'm cooling down a bit. I'm a little worried.
This is nice.
So that was we were considering that challenge for today's
To be
show.
silent with eye rolls only?
The whole show, the whole hour and 10, whatever we normally do.
Now, who helped you write that show? Bozy?
Because Bose known for being quiet.
Well,
No, but that would be some of his good material.
well, that would be the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
The audience is quiet after watching for a few minutes.
Me and Goonan told them the other night, we're like, you know, Bozy, you write great jokes, but why do you always edit out the punchlines?
See, now this is the same truck that just came through. This,
Yeah.
I think he was casing
Jim,
us for
do
a
you want this
drive-by.
guy for a cup of coffee or something?
No, this is actually a notorious gay hookup spot. And he's just, you know,
Walker, you
testing
probably,
the waters.
Tony, you probably got more action when you were Italian, but you know, have at it, you
yeah,
Irish,
now that I know
crazy
he's an
Irish.
Irish guy,
Yeah.
it really does change things a little bit. I gotta
We
tell
don't, we
ya.
don't judge
Yeah.
here. We're open.
Yeah.
What do you have, sir? We got 5 minutes.
Well, the good news is that you're Irish. You don't have to stand in the tall weeds at the parking ride.
That is fair.
What else we got here?
And we're sputtering until Rodeo gets
I
here.
know.
We got seagulls.
Your eyeballs are even sweating.
I know.
Yeah, seriously, what's
I'm
up
dying.
with you?
I always sweat like this. Always.
Wow. I haven't seen you sweat like this since I brought out those French fries.
Yeah, it's true. That was one of the best days of my life.
He really will say that.
How long have you guys been together?
15 years.
And I hit the top 10 with French fries. Just saying, step your game up, O'Neill.
Oh, citywide plumbing is here. That's
Are
that's
they
how,
a new sponsor of Knockem Dead?
Now they are.
that's how bad it is. We're just.
I never
we're just
realized
reading
the
all
amount of
cars go by.
illegal U-turns made on this road.
I think is that Rodeo? I'm guessing that's Rodeo.
I mean,
Oh, and now he's gonna back into somebody.
That's
Oh,
not
is that-
Rodeo.
That's not Rodeo in the white Beamer?
Oh, I think it was there.
No, that's Stephen Rocco Perillo
Yeah.
right there.
Oh.
Now,
the even fancier car.
How come there's not a Grim Reaper air freshener sickle hanging from
I
the
did
mirror?
think he drove a hearse.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
Now that would be funny.
The
Like
Stephen
Harold,
Rocco Perillo ice wagon is pulled up.
like you ever see Harold and Maude? That would be awesome.
Well, if you thought you were overdressed for the heat, you will now feel
Oh,
cool next to Terminator.
What is he doing?
Evidently taking his road test.
I know. It's like
And I don't think he's passing.
Probably
like
parking the
watching my
drag
son.
Oh, what are you doing?
Hey, sir.
You got a spray can to put lines in where you parked?
Wow, he snarled at us.
He did. I would too, though.
That just happened.
That's exactly what. Look at him. There's Anthony Rodriguez. So I told you it was him driving around, making illegal U-turns and just
You
pulling
follow
in.
him around.
Nice,
You know
yeah,
what he
stalker.
What?
Hey,
When you reverse it, it's a 3-point.
Thanks, Arsenal.
Nice shirt there, Charlie.
There you go. I'll just hand that to you.
Oh, hi. Hi, people.
how's it going?
Wow, I feel homeless. This is great.
That's where the rest of us common folk and governors. This is how we.
This is a nice setup.
Isn't it?
A little scent of bacon from the Dairy Mart. It's beautiful.
He got here at 9
Lucky
to get
the
this
sun's
going.
behind the cloud now. It's brutal when it comes
Yeah.
out.
Hi. Just doing a little podcast here. For your cold ass hands there, Charlie Sheens. He's the plural, Charlie Sheen.
So how's it feel to have a senator opening up for you as your headline out here in front of governors?
It's not really what I had in mind, but I'm gonna just go share your
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank
You're
you for that.
awesome.
What is it on? It's been so long. Cubs Comedy Club Radio.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, there I
Pretty
is.
cool. You're doing this now, huh?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, no, it's
Put it
live.
on.
Good.
Ozzy just realized it. It's like, oh, so I did interrupt something when I put my hand in there.
Don't pick on Ozzy. He went to go see you up in your,
Is he
your
selling,
live stream.
is he selling merch?
All right.
We're redoing the studio, and like I can't even tell you how many times Jose, the man who's like redoing it, will walk in around the middle of the show. I need to pick up some painting tape.
Yeah, no, I just
Like,
I
okay,
walked
thanks for
right
letting
in.
us know.
So what's your take on all this with the shutting down the clubs and
I like it.
you like it?
I'm a comedian. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how much biotin I need to start taking. I'm receding. I'm watching myself right now. Can we lower that camera a little bit? It's getting, no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was
It's getting
gonna-
like an overtop.
I just figured you
Got a lot of bald
I thought
spots
maybe
up
you'd
here.
want a close up or something.
Here comes
No,
the
I don't like it. I mean, listen, I always say it. I even say it on stage. I don't mind following the rules, but when the rules don't make sense, it's like you can go eat outdoors, and then if they have live entertainment there, you can sit there and watch it. But you can't go to the restaurant because of the live entertainment.
Right.
I mean, if anybody else doesn't go cross-eyed when they hear that.
And the
It's
live
Twilight
entertainment
Zone.
is behind complete plexiglass.
Well,
so
in this
it's,
case,
I feel like
it's
you're in
as
like a
if-
museum.
It's if they're not even there,
No.
so there really is no difference.
And they're gonna make guinea pigs out of our kids by sending them back to school.
Yeah.
But
I want my kids to go back to school. It's been 100 and something days.
you
Longer
should
than
be
that.
happy. You had this extended vacation with your new baby. I think you planned this.
Next question. No, I think the kids should go back to school. Listen, I mean, I don't know. I think the virus is real. I don't want to downplay it. I mean, my mom had it.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And she's all right now.
Yeah, she's fine. She had back pains and stuff. I think the virus is real, but I think the way they're handling it is political. It's just, you
Well,
know,
like everything else, it gets political.
listen, I mean, I'm not going to go into it. I try to stay out of politics, but I think the kids should go back
No,
to
you
school. I do. I try. I said I try to stay out of politics. But no, you talk about politics and everybody just jumps on you no matter what side you take.
Yeah.
But it's like you can support this side if the majority of the people listening to you support that side. But if you support this side, then you should be damned to hell. There's no there's no, oh, okay, I respect your opinion. No, it's your opinion doesn't go along with mine, so I hope you die.
I think
Basically.
everyone is on the side of having places be safe and open, and that's
Hey, listen.
No one isn't on this
here's the
side.
thing. It's like you're a 15-year-old kid. You get grounded. Your mother tells you to stay in your room for 2 days. You do. Then that third day you wake up. You're happy because you can go outside and play with your friends again. And she's like, "Go in your room for another day." I'm like, "No, I complied with what you said." Yeah, and I changed my mind. So it's like, all right, let's flatten the curve. That was the big thing. Let's flatten the curve. Well, the curve was flattened. The death rate has dropped considerably. People are getting infected, but no one's dying as much as they were. I mean, you don't want anyone to die, or whatever, heckled by a dump truck. You don't want anyone to die, but you wanted to flatten the curve, we did. You wanted the death rate to drop, it did. But you still want to close stuff down, so now it's like, oh, things are getting better, but we're going to keep going backwards. It makes no sense.
But they're not even just going backwards. They're opening up other places, like they're sending our kids to school. They're opening.
Well, I mean,
up
bowling
restaurants.
alleys are essential, Sally. You
Bowling
need to bowl.
alleys,
You need to share
gyms.
holes with your fingers.
Like either
Right, and then touch your
close it-
face while it
Yeah.
rolls around in a greasy gutter. Here's my thing. They make me laugh because they say bowling alleys can operate at 33% capacity. That's what they are all the time. When the hell was the last time you saw a packed bowling alley? And bowling alleys aren't really pumping on a Friday night. It doesn't make sense. It's like you can do this, but you can't do that. You can do this, but you can't do that.
So while we bowl,
Right.
we can get an Anthony Rodia set. Because we're there to bowl. We're not there to see you, but you can just do your set at the bowling alley while we're bowling.
Apparently Tony hasn't seen the progression in my career where he
I
wants me
guess
to start
not.
performing at bowling alleys.
What is wrong with
She calls you incidental.
I know.
No, he's
Right?
essential.
That's basically what he did. You want me to just pop out of one of the lanes and just start,
Hey, Jesus, Tony, some of us take bowling seriously. We don't want to
correct. I don't want to heckle bowling.
Does everybody know each other here, by the way?
Yeah.
Rich Rada,
Tim
Tim
Saliani.
Saliani. You guys say hello, everybody.
Yeah, sorry, we're rude.
I just assume all the comedians know each other. I don't know. It's like one big happy family.
Yeah, no, we're in like a really big group chat of 600 people.
That's true. We just sit there shitting on you for an hour and a half
Right,
a day.
we do. Like I'm wearing sunglasses right now because I don't want him knowing that I can't take my eye off his leg. You know,
What are you talking about?
it just always creeps me
Whoa,
out.
when did you get that? I didn't even notice.
I took your advice. I
I thought one of your legs were just burnt. I didn't even realize you had a prosthetic.
I'll be matching it soon. I think.
No, it's listen. Everybody, you've got your group of people that want to stay in for the next 6 years, and they're afraid of going out. If you're afraid of going out, no one's telling you you have to. Just stay in. But then they blame the ones that are going out for continuing to spread the virus. They are so scared that they don't even know how to. I saw a guy at Stop and Shop walking only on the pads, the social distancing circles.
Well, because the rest is lava. Everyone knows that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he looked like he was playing. Like only on the pads. I was like, how's the hopscotch Olympics going for you?
While he's carrying groceries.
But that's what I mean. You can't listen. I make comedy out of everything. Everything. I'll make any situation. And people see comedy as teasing or bullying. That's not what it is. So if I make a video making fun of people or making light of people driving in their car, like this guy is, yeah, alone, solo, with a mask on. It's not that I'm teasing this woman. Me going up to her, rolling down her window and slingshotting it back in her face, that would be bullying. But they're like, oh, stop teasing them. They're scared. I know they are. But I'm still going to make light of it. They're driving in their car with a mask on. And then you have people, well, they have an immune deficiency. They have an immune system that's so weak that they have to. Well, let me tell you something. If I was immune deficient and I can die just from one particle, I would be in my house.
Right.
I mean, get food delivered.
Right.
Oh, they're Uber drivers. No, they're not. You see the Uber sign on it when they are. They are just so scared that they don't know what the hell they should be doing. They're wearing a mask in their car by themselves, and I'm going to make fun of them.
They deserve
I
it.
don't know. It's hot. You guys don't have inside was a bad idea, huh? With the air conditioning and everything. Horrible. Can I remotely do this from inside my car?
Yes.
I can. I should.
You know, you got with that deep fake technology, you send somebody else here, and they can just deep fake the face.
So
when
you
people
not
watch
only
it.
want me to perform in bowling alleys, you just want someone to perform for me.
You're Anthony Rodia. You have that power now.
This is a sabotage guest appearance.
I miss you, pal.
Yeah, no, I can tell. Jesus. When Anthony comes here, I'm just going to give him a lot of different options to ruin his career. But big news coming in like a week and a half. I can finally announce it next
Yeah.
week or the week after. It's waiting on me, so it's not like I'm waiting on them. But I've officially been picked up by the biggest agency in the country. Yeah. Thanks.
Man.
And they have me performing at Brunswick Lanes as my first appearance.
Wow, you went right to the top.
Right there.
Is it the Monday Night Mixed League, or are you?
This guy's such a bowler. It's so obvious. Like he came out like nonchalantly, was like basically,
Hey, I'm a bowler.
don't talk shit about bowling. Like I
right.
go, asshole. I'm part of the 33%.
That's why you got all quiet. You see me all pissed off.
Now Monday mixing bowl. Oh my god.
Fucking look at such a bowler.
You do. You look like you're about to hit the lanes.
I am,
Stop it.
I have
Bowling,
been a
golf,
bowler
and
in my
taxes
day,
is the
yes.
only fucking things he knows.
Listen, if you live on Long Island and claim you've never gone bowling, I can't trust you.
No,
with
I've
anything.
been true. I still do that. You know, I'll brag about it. Not as much as golf, but I'll brag about
And
it.
Tony, I know you used to be Italian, so you probably lawn bowled, but now that you're Irish, you probably
Used
go
to be
regular
Italian.
bowling. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. He's not anymore.
We did the ancestry thing. There's quite a bit of Irish in there.
I'm still. I
couldn't
grew up in
tell?
the Celentano household. I'm Italian.
So now you go bowling, but you just stay at the bar. It's okay.
Dude, that ancestry, I'm afraid to do it.
I don't believe it personally.
No, I believe it. What do you
No, I
got
don't
there?
believe it.
I don't believe it. What do you think? They just throw options at you?
How do we know? How do we know what they're giving back to us as a result of real?
If I don't be one of these that everything's a lie now.
What do you mean?
You're in denial. That's
I'm talking
that's
about
how-
one thing. I'm not talking about everything. I'm talking about this
If
one
I
website.
did it and it came back, I was 16% Jamaican. Okay, maybe, but
Yeah.
no, it's real.
But I almost look as Italian. Almost look as Italian as you do.
Really?
Since when?
Sure I do. I'm bald. I'm sweaty. I'm dark complexion. Absolutely.
You look like a glass of strawberry quick
I
right now.
look more like a
and,
Celentano.
and you have no dark complexion. And
I don't look
Literally
Irish.
a fucking Jim Henson
you actually
character.
look like his
You
negative.
do look like a Jim Henson character. That is so scary.
Yeah,
They're so scary that how spot on that is.
Holy
You look
shit.
like you should be a puppet.
I'm taking
But
it
not
as
a
compliment.
not a main
Fucking
puppet,
Lord
like
of
a
the Rings
backup puppet.
villain.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You do what's the guy from Lord of the Rings?
Frodo.
He does. He
Gollum?
looks like
Oh,
Gollum.
You look like Gollum's uncle
Gollum's
with the
kid.
beard. Can we pull up a picture of Gollum?
Yeah, well,
I see
our
what I-
tech crew will get right on that.
Yeah,
He should have
yeah.
been inside.
Just sweating like, you know.
There we go.
Every
Squeegee.
villain in the color.
No, but I'm petrified of the answer. My friend of mine did it, and I said, "You do it?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Would you find out you were? You're not all Italian, are you?" He goes, "No." I go, "All right, I'm joking. You don't have to be that upset." He goes, "No, kind of found out I was adopted."
Oh,
36 years old. No one told me.
wow.
Oh, I would have fun rebelling.
They were just about to have that talk with him.
Yeah,
I know.
we were just gonna sit you down
They're gonna sit them down.
and tell you.
He was
Yeah.
All right, so
ready.
what would happen if you did it and you found out you're only 60% Italian? You would be upset about that
Why?
because that's you.
It doesn't make me who I am.
Yes, it does.
So because I find out, all of a sudden my personality changes.
Yes.
Yeah, I stopped making sauce in September, and I no longer drink
I
homemade
put all that
wine.
olive oil on eBay.
Yeah.
I'm out.
The only thing I would do
Turns
if I
out I'm
found
Welsh.
out,
Here comes the sunburn.
if I found out, if I found out I wasn't all Italian, I would probably take my father to court, because then the beatings are child abuse. They're not normal upbringing.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
right.
so there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was right.
I can't wait to walk off the set. I'm so scared. I didn't even wear an undershirt.
Tony, why did you even bother doing Ancestry back then?
I made them
Oh.
Yeah, because
because we were doing it for like off. Like,
How much was it?
Well, it was on Amazon, half price. It was just like $20.
Oh, so you got
Yeah, like
you got
upper
an
lip
absolute
sweat
horrible
going on.
one. You
No,
got a discount.
Sally just got tired of him mispronouncing Italian words.
yeah.
At least you'll have a
Let's
reason.
find
It's
out
not
why.
gabagool.
Right. It's not Italian.
Sally just wanted to send his DNA in hopes that there was a past crime committed somewhere.
Right. Right.
Oh my
Fucking guy
God,
out
he's
of
a
my
Golden
life.
Gate Killer.
I'm gonna see what you are and if you're guilty for anything.
like she needs that to get rid of me.
You couldn't do this yesterday. It was cloudy.
I know.
There was no
man.
sun.
I know.
It's disgusting. I just shaved too. I think I cut one of my nipples.
What?
Wow, you really went down.
No,
So,
I
hard.
yeah,
shaved
yeah. I was
around
gonna
it.
say what?
Yeah, I shaved my chest and my stomach. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then I leave my back.
See, he is
area.
100% Italian.
I am. I usually put a gold chain on just when I'm shaving, so I know when to stop.
Are you trying to make that sexy comedian calendar or something? What's going on here? You're shaving.
I am losing a lot of weight. If I lose another 20 pounds, my first
How
show,
much have you weighed? Like lost from since you started losing weight?
217 to 197. But I was as light as like 189. I want to get down to 170. My goal is to do a show with one sock on.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yeah, but you have a fake leg. I'm putting it on my third.
That's an unfair advantage.
Right, right. That's sick. You do get ready every morning and just put one sock on, but it's not like the sexual one sock on. You just have one foot.
So you do laundry less than we do.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah,
I would
but
love
buy
to
a
just
pair
see
of
that
socks
one.
and I'm good. I'm
That
good.
sad
for-
sock on that fucking. Look at that.
That's been there
It's
for like
so
5
sad.
years. This thing.
I know. It's been there for
serious
5
with
years.
that
Yeah, see
fucking
how they
sock?
don't even match?
Well, it
Just
protects the
doesn't
because
change that.
it's here. Look.
What
it's-
does that
You
say?
literally have
Rangers
to-
Stanley Cup champion? What is that?
First of all, how do you have a
Not-
fake
not that
leg
they
and your
come.
sock is a quitter?
Right.
What goes on there?
Dude, have something that's determined on your on your right side.
You know.
You should actually technically you can use a thumbtack to hold up your sock. You should
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, you're right.
You're like a new age pirate.
True story. I asked them if they could put buckwheat on here, and they wouldn't do it.
Why?
Because they thought it was kind of like a racist thing.
And I'm like,
I
no,
swear to
man.
God, true
He
story.
just
Oh,
loves
my
the little rascals. Like he watches
story.
it with
Here's
his
my
daughters
thing with the
still.
whole racist thing. Racism is definitely something that's just it's ignorance. But when they constantly throw the word out there, like you have people that call people racist for no reason. Like, oh, you're racist. Oh, you don't like wheatgrass? You're racist. No, I'm particular. I'm not. Like Goomba Johnny says it all the time on stage.
He's racist.
No, he's a bigot. I mean, his niece says to him, "Oh, you think Caitlyn Jenner's weird? You're a racist." He goes, "No, I'm a bigot. You don't even know how to use the goddamn word." It's like, stop throwing it out there, because then when it's needed to be used, it doesn't have that same potency. It's like you're overdoing it. You know, somebody called me a racist because of my road rage videos. You're racist towards Asian drivers. No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of Asian drivers. You say they can't drive. They can't. I'm not racist. I'm a highly observant.
Yeah, that's just a fact.
Right.
Until there's one in NASCAR, I don't even judge.
No, there's not. Right. There's no Asians in NASCAR. They can't even drive in a circle. You know, one of them would make a left right into the pit stop and just kill everybody. I mean, it's not racist. It's observant. You know.
So what was it like doing the? Because you've done, at least that I can remember off the top of my head, you've done 2 live streams where you did your.
Well, the first one was no audience. The second one, Connecticut stepped in and cut it down from 125 the night before, and that was encouraging. But then up the street at another comedy club, they were allowed half capacity at 146.
Oh, no,
There goes the sense again. And I know who ratted us out and who complained, and I'm coming after you once the pandemic is over.
What do you mean? Someone called the
Yeah,
place and
yeah,
said,
yeah. They know who they are. I'm not gonna say fit male or female, and I'm not coming at you as a threat. I'm not gonna fight you because obviously, I mean, I would just get sued. But I'm coming at you in the terms of shouting you out. I'm not gonna do it now because then, every time I perform somewhere, it's gonna be the same complaint. But once the pandemic is over, they do have a business, and I will shout them out and humble their attendance because, listen. If you're open, but you're not open at capacity, why, like, this whole day, this whole new age era of cancel culture, I'm gonna tattletale on you. Like, back in the day, you used to be able to punch a tattletale in the throat.
Right.
But now you hit them in the throat, and then there's a protest of a bunch of people that, an email goes out, if you've ever been punched in the throat against your will, please join us at 3 o'clock. We're gonna do a punch in the throat rally, titled My Throat, My Space. Like, everyone's telling on everyone. Like, come on. Like, that was like the #1 rule in middle school and high school. I mean, if you told on anybody, you lost all your friends. Everyone's telling. They're doing a show and I can't. Shut up. Well, nobody wants to come to your place anyway. And so I'm going to shout them out after this whole thing is over and places open up. Because I feel like if you... Listen.
And you know for sure?
100%. Yeah, 100%. But it's like, why would you want to crumble someone else's business? Or you're not even you're hurting the business, but you're hurting the people that were looking forward to going there for a good laugh.
Right.
Now
you're hurting the whole industry.
Yeah,
not just the one place.
Like, businesses should be sticking together. Same thing with comedy. You get so many comedians that hate on one another. Like, I've been called a leapfrog. I've cheated the system. Like, listen, just because I'm successful doesn't mean you can't be. They literally think that if they tear someone down, they're going to take their place. No.
What do they even mean by that, leapfrog? What, because the way you broke through your videos?
I started as a headliner because I ended up,
so what?
Instead of doing comedy clubs, I rented out theaters and just packed them out. Like, I literally hustled out and sold tickets to everybody I knew. So I basically started as a headliner, but I did that because
Somebody's successful doing that. Renting their own places out. So
it's marketing. I use these annoying ass characters that I can't get rid of now. It's a double-edged sword. I hear these characters all the time. I want to kill them off. I want to play Funeral Fridays. And as soon as I mention it, they're like, if anything happens to Zia Lucia, I'm like, she's me. Nothing's gonna happen to her because nothing's gonna happen to me. But it's a marketing thing. So it's like, you do something that I didn't think of. Well, you're an asshole for doing it.
right.
Because I didn't do the same thing you did.
Right.
I didn't take the same steps. I went the long way. That's like if I have to drive to PC Richards and I cut across the parking lot, but you don't want to drive over white lines because you're weird and you think it's superstitious. You drive around and you get there 4 minutes after me. I'm a jackass.
Right.
Like, come on, I can't stand it. Everyone's telling on each other, trying to cancel, walking around with cameras, trying to catch somebody doing something wrong. I'm gonna find where you work and you're getting fired.
Well, that's the same mentality with things like medical benefits. Your job, you would get mad at somebody that still had medical benefits if you're now paying for them. And eventually it just kind of steamrolls that way, and now everybody's paying for them.
Right. I thought you were going to bring up disability, which is a sensitive word around Italians, because there's a lot of Italians on disability that shouldn't be, but I'm not going to rat them out.
You say sensitive word around a one-legged guy.
Yeah, this poor guy wants disability. So are you on disability?
He's on retirement from
Walking?
company.
Retirement
He
from
had
walking.
I retired from
early
walking.
when
I'm
he
going to
got
hell. I'm either going to hell or I'm losing a leg. I'm going to lose my left leg.
I got spares, don't worry.
That's why it's going to be my left, so you can't give me anything.
It's
you don't want to let.
interesting you
I'm
brought
being
up.
nice to you. I'll give you.
It's interesting you brought up like having to like lose characters, like you know, like songwriters. Like I can't imagine Billy Joel is completely thrilled about doing Piano Man every time he gets on stage. So do you find like
No,
I
but
have to do this character
no, I don't do-
again,
I don't
do
do-
this joke
Yeah, he
again?
doesn't
I don't do the
them.
character
Sure
on
he
stage.
hates
Do
that
people
electronic
give you,
Bruce Springsteen wants to punch Wendy in the face at this point.
Yeah, right.
Every time he looks at his bank account, Bruce is miserable.
Right,
Right.
right. Bruce hits the stage. He's like, I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you guys I was born in the USA. You know, I'm not an immigrant. But no, I don't do the
Yeah, I know
characters
you don't do the
on
characters,
stage.
but on stage, do they? Because you're
There are bits that now people are requesting.
yeah, because you change your bits so much.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they hang on to them. 'Cause-
Well, I had a woman approach me at a show, and she goes, I love the new material, but I was telling my husband about your dad at the airport. You didn't do it. I'm like, I can't be up there for 3 hours.
right. Yeah,
She's
you're,
like, I emailed you. I go, well, I mean,
Oh, that was you.
that was you to tell me how to do my job? I'm sorry. You
Here
know?
we go, the mustachioed marvel himself.
Well, you know what's crazy? My wife's nickname for me is Albany.
really?
Yeah.
Why?
So her sign says Albany is a joke. My wife give you that?
Actually says Knockem dead on there.
Nice.
And you can stand behind over here.
All right, here, let's.
Is that? What's this shirt? Is that you?
That's me. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sit.
That's me as a samurai.
Is that really you?
Yeah.
See, that's more racist than my road rage.
But Taz do that, right?
Yeah, Taz do
Yeah,
that.
Taz do that.
Wow.
Andy Plajanos is here. His kids are here. You guys, how you guys want to come say hi on the?
See, I wouldn't look like a samurai
unless
though.
Daddy doesn't want
Come
you.
over
Let
here.
my dad be funny away from home.
Dude, those signs can literally be for me.
And we
Anyway.
promise to do Common Core comedy.
Oh.
Trying to suck up.
Nice.
Wow.
I want that samurai shirt.
FOMO, like,
Here at Knockem Den, we also do electrical and plumbing.
Oh, I thought that was a garden hose.
Do you guys just want to wave? Anything?
Good. Yeah, come on back.
Come in.
No,
Come
you
in
don't
the
want
camera, wave.
No, you're good.
I only have 60,000 people that are going to see this. No pressure.
to. Andy, you want to come in and wave?
Yeah, you're right. Mommy probably will get mad.
Mommy will get mad. All right, we don't want to make mommy mad.
Well, now you just
It's
make
okay
Mom
if
mad.
Daddy's
I
on
say
the
Mom
card,
mad.
If
but
you
not the
stand like
kids.
right here, you won't be on.
That's true.
Yeah, right
What's
there.
up, my man? How
Like
are you?
directly behind me, you won't be on.
see if,
Kids are so easy to fool. They're so on right now.
So you're all right with coming here? I know you want to spend your time at Bald Hill. You're all right.
And, I heard this was a gay hookup spot, man. So
We just discussed that.
Now?
Yeah, I heard you say that.
That
I was like,
explains how I was welcomed in.
Wait, you guys are at Bald Hill. I have my
You
parking
think that's
lights
a
on.
microphone?
I have my parking lights on. Whoever comes
Oh
over.
my God, should I just place it on my chin then? There are kids behind us, Tony. I mean, seriously.
I didn't say
I
a word.
want that shirt.
I have actually.
Who doesn't want a shirt of Andy Plajanos?
No, but I want to be a samurai.
yourself? Well, Taz.
Oh, we'll hook
Yeah,
you
but
up.
see, you have the whole stash. If I went on there, I'd look like a geisha.
You know what? That's actually Toshiro Mifune, Japan's greatest actor. And the picture that she took this off of, he's got a beard, and I think she
Yeah,
she
can't-
threw that in there.
Can't
so.
be a samurai without a beard. You guys want to sit down? Because I'm done. I'm so sweaty. Hold on. What time is your show end? 12 minutes? Well, you can do those 12 minutes without me. It's really nice seeing everybody. Seriously. Because
Thank you,
Tony's
pal.
lucky. I have both legs are sweating and he only has one. Lucky prosthetic. Always a pleasure.
So the girls were
Bye, Anthony, thank
asking.
you.
No, I'm going right in my truck and putting on.
Okay.
The girls on their way on our way over here, they
Yeah.
were asking why you only had one leg. Did you see that? Have you been staring at it the whole time? I told her that you like it when people stare at it.
See that?
1, 2,
Isn't that crazy?
check 1, 2.
Yeah, it's
check 1,
crazy.
2.
Crazy.
Check one, two.
So, and I was trying to tell, I said that you traded it.
There's a
so that
gentleman
you
with
could do
one
something
fake
great
leg.
like
Please
Sallie.
move your vehicle.
You
It's
still owe
going to be
your arm.
towed. There's a gentleman with one
Your
fake
arm and
leg.
a leg.
Move your vehicle.
Sally costs an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good one.
I don't like those people with those pesky two legs.
The other leg gets in the way.
Who needs it?
So yeehaw! This looks fun.
So how are you?
Hang in there.
Yeah?
Hang in there, girls. You wanna? Most of them know you're good. This is Charlotte and this is Daphne. by the way.
Right, yeah. We feel like we know you guys because we always watch the videos that you make with Dad.
So my wife thinks that this is going to be a violent protest.
But yes,
A violent. So she
there
sent
might
you with,
be some throwing little girls around.
Well, this was a she would have rathered I didn't bring them,
Well,
which I respect and whatnot. But I know that most of the people that are going to be here are physically incapable of actually performing any kind of violence that I can't
we
handle.
will all protect them.
could have just left them home.
Yeah, that's true. I should have. Or you know what, girls, I'm just gonna leave you in the car.
Not running.
But yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste gas. You know how much gas is now? Especially coming from Suffolk.
Andy, you want to sit here?
Yeah, all right. I make it not weird.
There you go. You guys want to sit on the stools?
Sit down, sit down, guys.
Don't tell mommy.
No, we won't tell mommy, right?
Yep. Who's lovely, by the way, and is getting a really bad reputation right now.
No, my
I'm
wife
gonna
is
speak up for
fantastic.
Rebecca, right? Is
Yes.
that her name? Rebecca's lovely.
Becca is
She's
the almost
the bomb.
awesomest. She really is.
I know.
Because I couldn't possibly do all the
Have
stupid
kids?
things I
Becca's
did.
the bomb.
I kept trying to have kids by myself. And I found that it was really difficult, though a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah, this is great having to edit what I say on the fly because my daughters are here. Because I'd have been like, that would have been a lot more graphic. Just want you all to know that.
Yeah, I'm not used to a clean Andy pajama. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, joking wise.
Yeah, no, I'm always.
I didn't mean appearance.
The bris was years ago, so I'm clean.
How are you?
That's great. That's using words they don't understand. Lesson
Yes.
1.
Yep.
Words they don't understand. 2 concepts they have no clue about.
I don't know. They were giggling back there.
3rd, double
I think
entendre.
they got it before I did.
So what are your thoughts as far as today?
So I'm pretty much an institutionalist. So like most of the time I'm going to kind of come down on the side of authority, in a way. Question authority, absolutely, but
Yes.
for the most part, the greater good and all that jazz. This is, and if you really look at it, the grand scheme of things, this is kind of small. But that's also the reason why they should open the comedy clubs,
Right.
because it is small.
Yeah, there's
It's big.
nothing unsafe.
It's big for the people in this culture,
Yeah.
in this subculture, but it is small in the grand scheme of things. So at the governor's level, this really, it's weird because why? Well, I mean, I understand strip clubs, but strip clubs and comedy clubs, like,
Right. Since when are they?
I mean,
put
we always
together
joke
like that?
about how comedians are like the dregs of society and the absolute bottom of the barrel, but it's
They don't.
Is
strippers
this a
are worse.
line or
The line for what?
line for what?
Bathroom. You need to use the bathroom.
I wish I did, but
We're not online for anything.
No, this is no line.
it is?
No. It's just we're sort of just standing around as a group.
Oh, I see.
We're sitting in the as the case may
I
be.
see. Okay.
Yeah, have you been to the outdoor patio when they were here? Did you,
I did. I went to the first open mic that they had.
Yeah.
Which was
And it's
really
behind
terrible.
plexiglass.
Well,
It is behind plexiglass.
at that
and-
point, that was not behind the patio was not behind plexiglass. But by the time I came to and saw a couple of shows, saw David Tell most recently a couple of weeks ago. But which that was funny because everybody canceled on me. So I had 4 tickets. You have to buy 4 tickets
Yeah.
at the same time. So I had to
Yeah.
get 8 items, and I can't drink. Which, like the old days where I could drink, I'd be
Yeah.
like 8 items. All right,
Yeah.
line them up.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of
You're
water.
mad people came.
I used to order
I could have used your tickets.
2 drinks at a time because I didn't want to bother the waitress to have
Yeah.
to come back and
Right.
then I'd
You
be
don't
waiting
drink at all anymore. You just load
No,
it.
no drinking whatsoever. Though I
Yeah.
did that night. I looked it up on my phone whether or not people on blood thinners can drink, and it's like yes, as long as you don't go crazy. And I'm like 1, just have 1. So that was 1 out of 8 things was a beer.
Yeah.
Then I had a coffee, Rich Rada.
You had a coffee and a Rich Rada.
Put your pants back.
Oh, sorry. Hey, who am I?
Jesus, Tony, how'd you get over there so quick?
It's amazing how fast I can hop.
Rich Rada and the one-legged gotcha.
It's the gift that keeps giving. That's addition by subtraction, if you will.
Right. Exactly.
I love moments like that.
Hi, Michelle Fox.
Hey, Michelle Fox. The lady in red.
There's us.
I wanted to see if this is live.
It is. It's live. Right now.
It's a minute.
Come on.
Come on in.
Come on.
Please and follow me. Come on, we shut it in.
Did you think you were going to the prom? Like you're all dressed up. Nice.
Yeah. I'll never look that good ever.
Look that good when you wake up.
Nice. Good answer.
How are you?
It's a compliment.
Sweaty out here.
Protest.
Yeah, we've been talking quite a bit about it.
I feel like it could be worse. It's not even humid out. At least it's just sunny and
No, it's hot, man. It's hot.
Crazy. I'm sweating my balls off. Not even know.
How have you
you're
been?
in the sun.
Have you been passing the time all these months? Well, you were here a lot once you opened the patio.
Okay.
Regular.
I'm so honored to be on your show.
Oh, we're glad to finally
Those
have you
two.
here.
I've been just busy with my kids and with my family and trying to do a lot of fun things with friends in the backyard, social distancing,
Sure.
stuff like that.
So you've been keeping busy, but I mean, surely you've missed.
I miss it so much.
Yeah.
I gained weight because, you know.
Where?
I know. I moved to Long Island. What, like 5 or 6 years ago? I gained 8 pounds then because of all you people's bagels and pizza.
So good.
And then since March, I've gained another 10. I'm up like 16 pounds. I'm up 12. That's crazy.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Blame it on COVID.
Yeah, but still, like, you know, when you have to stop at some point.
So I'll ask you both. I'll give you both a turn. What are your feelings as far as why we're here today?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll talk
Go ahead.
first.
Sure.
Oh, we're actually here for a little rally to get Governor's Comedy Clubs opened up on Long Island. It is extremely essential. Me working here, being the doorman, I deal with people that come here all the time that have deaths in their families. They lose their mom, their dad, their child, and they just come here to laugh and just get away from the everyday struggles of life. And it's very, very important, extremely essential. And I'm the front line. I deal with them coming in, and I see them coming in their moods and what they want to do, and they would just want to cheer up, be happy, and forget about everyday life. And when they walk out with big smiles. They greet the comics, and they absolutely just love it.
Sure.
And we have customers that come here every week. They'll see the same comics all the time, and they laugh the same exact way as they did the week before. So it's very important to actually get the clubs back open, to get the workers back here, and to get the comics back on stage.
Right.
Okay, and it's very important. There's other things that are open. It doesn't make sense why
Right,
they're
that's
open
one thing we've
and
all-
why we're closed.
Yeah.
But we're here, a lot of comedy lovers, and I think there's gonna be a lot of people coming out. Anthony Radea, as everyone knows, is
he
a
was
big
here.
up and coming comic, and I think he's gonna be one of the best. He's gonna be here today, and he's leading the rally.
Yeah. Very nice. Thank you, Ozzy. Yeah. And
And it's one of the safest places. Like we've been out to restaurants where you're using the same ketchup jar as everyone else. Like here at Governor's, like everything starts from scratch, from the little salt they give you. Everything.
Disposable.
Yeah, everything's disposable. Everything is behind plexiglass. Everyone's wearing a mask. They're taking temperatures. They weren't told to do this. They completely did this because they wanted it to be safe. So absolutely every precaution's been met.
Right.
The owner is here with his wife every week. They hang out. They don't want to catch it. None of us want to get COVID. Everything has been done, and it's the whole industry being shut down. It's the comics.
It's livelihood.
Everything, and it makes no sense because restaurants and everything else is open.
Right.
It's not any. It's the same thing. There's a plexiglass between.
Yeah.
So, and like Ozzy said, people want to laugh. People want to have fun responsibly, and people have to be able to do that. We have to open up.
Right. I don't understand. We were joking about it before, but in all seriousness, we don't understand why kids are almost like guinea pigs. You guys can go back to school where, colleges are already getting shut down. So you guys are going to go back to school and see, hopefully not get it, but chances are pretty high. But a place like this, I would think a place like this would be open first.
Right.
And if, God forbid, the numbers got worse at places like this, then they would shut down the schools. And that's one thing we've been talking about. The governor, who I personally feel, I don't know about you guys, but I personally feel for the most part, toss everything else aside, COVID, I think our governor has done a decent job handling the whole situation. But this, he hasn't even said why a comedy club can't open. At least give us a reason why you're doing
I
this.
think
Right?
he probably feels that it's such a minute thing. We only have 3 comedy clubs here on Long Island, but there is comedy clubs in New York City and
Right.
upstate and all around. And maybe it's just not on his priority list.
Well,
And
it
this
is on the priority list because he actually opened it and then took the time to shut it back down. So that's what I don't really.
Right, and there
whatever
was no
his reason
uptick
is.
in the cases, so it really
Right.
doesn't make
Right.
a lot of
And
sense.
how do you open a bowling alley?
And
but
a
not
gym.
Right,
Yeah.
sure. And again, that's great that they're open.
I don't
but
want them to close. Exactly.
Right, exactly. Right. And God forbid the numbers don't spike back up, as long as it stays that way. But
And the
it's-
reason why we're not wearing masks is because we're sitting down.
That's
We
right.
can't
Yes.
catch COVID sitting
We
down.
have our masks.
When
What
you're
about
standing up, you gotta
What
wear
about
it.
movie
theaters?
Movie theaters,
you gotta
right?
wear your mask.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are open in other
Yeah,
places.
they're
so-
open in Pennsylvania, they're
Yeah.
opening in Jersey, not New York.
Sure.
New York's actually losing business because people are actually going into New Jersey to dine, to go to comedy clubs.
Right.
And it's sad because they're going into New Jersey and coming back.
It was, I was in.
And there's no
I went to 2 comedy clubs in Connecticut last week.
Right.
When I was with Anthony at his show, and then we went down to see Victor Pizzetto. He was over at the Stress Factory in Bridgeport, and they're down to, I mean, their numbers are like 25 people in the audience.
But that's what they're allowed to have. It's not like people aren't going.
Right. At
That's
least they're
what
allowed to have 25 people.
Right.
But it still doesn't make much sense.
And that's the thing. The people are going. It's not like people are refusing to come because they're scared. People, we saw it with the patio. The patio was filling up.
Right.
The day it opened. You guys sent out an email at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It was 85% full that night. We were all here. We were all here that night. It was almost full on 3 hours' notice. People want to get out, and in this,
And
in that
they were
case,
doing
it's
it
safe.
safe. Like
Right.
all the tables were really far apart. You only were sitting with people that you like lived with at home, so it was not a big deal. All the staff had, shields on their face. The waiters, the waitresses, everything was done
There's
right.
different rules for different places, and again, when we were next to Stress Factory, there was a club that had about 150 to 200 people, a bar restaurant. No social distancing, no nothing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is that across this country, it's different. Why is it so different? What's happening here in Nassau County compared to Queens?
Right.
New York City. Yep. You can't do indoor seating, but you can do indoor restaurant seating here in Nassau County.
Right.
So it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Right.
This is an essential thing, and we should be open. No doubt. If we were just a restaurant, we'd be allowed to open. But because we put somebody on stage that's surrounded by plastic, no contact, and 6 feet apart from the audience,
Right.
it makes.
Well, that's what another establishment here in Nassau County did. They, Mike Del Judas, who's a local celebrity, plays in Billy Joel's band. He leads Big Shot. Another establishment had a thing just a couple weeks ago. Come and have dinner with Mike Del Judas. I wasn't there, but I bet there was a piano in the corner.
Right.
But they followed the rules. Come have dinner with him. So it should be the same here. Come have dinner with Michelle Fox. Come have dinner with Anthony Rodia. And if he gets up and makes us laugh a little bit while reading, hey, that happens anywhere.
So it's good. You got a bunch of people following right now. Why don't you come down to Governor's? 12:30 it starts.
12:30 the rally starts.
Come on down.
The speeches.
Stand up with us.
Local politicians, Anthony Rodia, they're going to start their speeches at 1 o'clock. So you still have some time. Come on down and support the comedy clubs. And really, I think it's a big step just for entertainment in general. To come here and support, and hopefully we
It's
make
peaceful.
some.
We're not gonna
That's
burn
right.
crowd's
anything down.
arriving
Oh,
now.
we're not burning. We're not throwing anything. I'm out.
The big crowd's arriving now.
It's too hot of a day for that.
It is hot out here. We've been sitting out here since 10 o'clock, I think.
Yeah.
We're dying. We'll make it for the rally. Thanks. All right. So is it time for us to?
It's 12 o'clock. I don't know.
All
if
right.
we
Yeah. All
need
right.
to
So
get
it's
up.
time for us to get off. All right. We're gonna start off. Thank you. Finally, we're getting that studio in there redone, and we're definitely gonna get you in there.
I can't
I know
wait.
we talk about it all the time, but we got to make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Thank you, pal. Absolutely.
Bye,
man.
guys.
All right.
Come down.
Come on down. The rally starts at 12:30 right here at Governor's in Levittown, right off Hempstead Turnpike. Come support our cause, supporting comedy. Governor's, of course, the brokerage, and McGuire's as well. So, we're Govs Radio. What is it, 1:30, Felix is coming on?
Yeah, but talk about the radio station a little bit.
Oh, do we? Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in. We're Govs Radio. GovsRadio.com is the website. We also, of course, have a Facebook page and our YouTube channel. You can find our live shows on all 3 platforms. This is Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. We have a studio in the back. It's Govs Radio. We have a whole different variety of shows. We have a cooking show that's coming on today at 1:30. We have music shows. We have, of course, lots of funny shows with some of the best comedians going.
Most of them are comedy shows.
Whether they're hosting or just sitting in and hanging out, we have all the great comedians come by at least once and hang out with us. Anthony Rodia has a show here. He hasn't been doing it during the quarantine, but he will be back. Tuesday nights, Anthony Rodia. It's one of the only platforms you can actually call in and talk to Anthony yourself. And you can comment, on Facebook or YouTube. You can comment, and we go over the comments and read them. So you can see Anthony Rodia here. Jackie the Joke Man Martling is a regular here. Chris Roach, Michelle Fox, of course.
Yeah, Michelle.
Joey Cola stops by a lot. Tim Saliani and Carla Okerson and Mike Keegan come by a lot. They have a show on Tuesday nights called Domestic Disturbance. This is Sally and I. We have a show. The Knockem Comedy Radio Show is on every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. And that's with Sally and I. But on Wednesdays, it's with Danielle Asher and Eric Shevlin. It's a Knockem Comedy Radio Show. So a lot of great shows here. Stay tuned for COVID-19 Iron Chef with Chef Felix. He'll be cooking and showing you some great recipes. That's at 1:30. We have an astrology show tonight at 6:30. That's called Soul Space. And then tonight we have Limo Talk. That's at 9 o'clock. That's with Graz and the boys. And picture a bunch of pigs sitting in the back of a limo. That's what you get. Lots of great shows here at GovsRadio.com. We're going to sign off. They're going to get ready for the rally here. We hope to see you here at 12:30.
It's not that hot.
Well, it's
And
really
you're
hot because
hot.
Michelle and Sally are sitting
You
here.
get a
You're
tan.
hot, Michelle.
That's
You're
right.
No, you.
You see that? It's a love fest as we support comedy. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. And Sally and I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Have a great day, and we hope to see you here. Thanks a lot.